why it is imperative to protect breastfeeding worldwide. Breastfeeding is a way of providing young infants with the essential nutrients required for their growth and development. WHO says that breast milk is the ideal food for infants. It is safe, clean, and contains antibodies which help protect against many common childhood illnesses. Breast milk also provides all the energy and nutrients that the infant needs for the first few months of life. For the first approximately around 6 months of life, it provides the complete nutrition, and then it continues to provide up to half or more than half of the nutrition in the next half of the life. That is from 6 months to 12 months. 6 months to 12 months, and then later it provides approximately 1/3 of the nutrition. So breast milk is the best milk. So I'll just let you know about the importance of breast milk for the babies and for the mothers separately. So coming for the babies, as I already told, there'll be babies will be getting passive immunity. There are a lot of antibodies in the breast milk. So we always suggest mothers to breastfeed at least for 6 months, exclusive breastfeeding. So it contains adequate amount of proteins, carbohydrates, soluble fats, vitamins and minerals. So baby need not have to have any other supplements, and it is a lot cheaper than the artificial feeding. So we advise every woman to go with breastfeeding. So it's not your choice, it's a responsibility. So you can't opt for 3 months I'll breastfeed my baby and then I have a lot of work, I have to go to office, no, I'll stop breastfeeding. No, it's not your choice. You have to have that responsibility of feeding your newborn for at least 6 months to fight against many illnesses in future. So breastfed babies have lower incidence of diarrhea, so they have lower incidence of cardiovascular issues in future, less prone to diabetes in future, and less prone to ADHD, attention deficit disorder, and there'll be brain development will be more, and some studies do say that the jaw development will be more, and there'll be more intelligent. IQ score for breastfed infants will be more compared to the ones who are artificially fed. So WHO says that breastfeeding should be started as early as possible after the delivery is done, approximately within 1 hour of delivery. And there's a myth that will be running in some of our families or some friends. They say that if you get operated, if you get delivered through cesarean section, breast milk production will be little late and all. So that's a myth. So immediately after delivering, you can start feeding your baby. That's not the production will be immediate only. It's not that for normal delivery, breast milk will be producing immediately, nothing like that. So once the baby starts, that gives a response, and that tells the brain that yes, baby needs milk, and hormones like oxytocin will be released, and breast milk production will be there. So you don't have any excuses. I got a cesarean section done, so I'll be feeding my baby after 2 days. I have a lot of pain. Yes, I understand that all of us will have pain, but because the breastfeeding, it has a lot of benefits for you and your baby. So take a painkiller, take an analgesic, and then feed your baby as much as possible. So initially in the first few days, it's little will take time to get adjusted, for the feedings and all. You can take the help of the sisters when you are in the hospital, and take the help of your elders who have fed their babies and all, and slowly you will get habituated. So there'll be a bond developed between mother and the baby also, that is skin to skin contact help the bond, and baby will get emotional support also. The emotional needs of the baby will be taken care with breastfeeding. So there are lots of importance for breastfeeding for the baby. And coming to the mother, yes, the mother. See, we go to gyms, we go on diets, we do yoga, so many things we do for losing the postpartum weight gain. Come on, yeah, do breastfeeding. You lose 500 calories. When you go for running and jogging, also you won't lose so much. So why don't you go for feed your baby? You lose 500 calories, which is perfect for the weight loss. So I suggest when a woman comes into the like OPD and says, "Madam, my body has become so fat and I have been not losing weight post delivery. It is third month and still I'm looking pregnant. Everybody is saying, oh, you didn't deliver yet. Come on, yeah, you're not feeding your baby. And how do you expect to lose weight? So once you feed the baby, your self-esteem will also be good. Like, yes, I'm feeding my baby. You'll not feel depressed. So once you're feeding the baby, the soothing hormones called oxytocin and relaxin will be released, and they help in all this decreasing all this postpartum depression and all. And you will feel very proud and happy also. First few days it will be a little cumbersome, but that's okay. See, you became this much because your mother's fed. You're so healthy because your mother's breastfed. So come on, let us take a step ahead. When in our, 20 to 25 years before, all this artificial feeds, there were no artificial supplements. This many artificial supplements were not there. And our mothers and our grandmothers only breastfed. That is the reason we are healthy. So for a healthier nation and a healthier, so everybody nowadays will be thinking, my kid should not get anything, like anything, small flu, small cough, cold, nothing. Just feed your baby, breastfeed your baby. So I'm stressing on this. Please do breastfeed your baby, definitely. And see, you're traveling. So many excuses people will have. I'm traveling. I can't breastfeed. Or come on, yeah. No, you can travel and happily breastfeed. That's the best thing. You need not have to sterilize your bottles. You need not have to carry all those things. Just before feeding your baby, just wipe your breast with lukewarm water or a wet wipe. Anything is fine. And then feed your baby. Doing this will also help in decreasing the infections, because younger babies will have oral thrush and candidiasis also. So that actually can spread to the breast, and sometimes it can lead to infections, and some breast galactophils also can form. So better for every feed, after every feed and before every feed, clean your breast nicely. That is the one suggestion and tip from my side. And there are a lot of questions. People will be asking which position breast milk will be, I'll get breast milk more. There is nothing like that. Any position you will get breast milk the same amount. So it's all, you have to take support of your back when you're breastfeeding the baby. Because first few months, like suppose you take first month, you'll be feeding your baby for at least 8 to 9 times a day, including the nights, and every feed will be approximately 15 to 20 minutes. So if you train your back, then you'll have backache, and you should never complain on your gynecologist that she did a cesarean section, that is the reason I am having backache. No, not the reason. You are training your back and feeding your baby, that is the reason you are having that backache. So don't always have a support to your back. Put a pillow on your back and keep the baby on your hand, like this, on your hand. And then take the support of a pillow down. See to it that the hand is also supported with a pillow, so that you'll not have any shoulder pain or any back pain. You'll feel more comfortable. Nowadays, there are so many fancy things like breast pillows and all, so many things, support. Take that, use them. Use the leverage of spending money and enjoy the breastfeeding in whatever way possible. And nowadays there are so many outfits also for breastfeeding mothers. Not that you have to wear the same old long nighties and all. No, there are so many fancy dresses also. So there is no excuse for you to skip breastfeeding. That is the main thing. I am requesting you to breastfeed. Everyone to breastfeed. So all of you who are listening to this, I request you yourself to breastfeed, and suggest breastfeeding to your friends, to your colleagues, to your neighbors, and everyone who has just delivered. And make them learn the importance of breastfeeding, because some people might not know. Some people might say, some people will be very desperate to give breast milk, but they might not get any milk. So for that, we also bank some breast milk banks are also there. So when you are getting milk, then that is the right nutrition for the baby. Don't supplement your baby with any other thing. Babies for 6 months doesn't need absolutely anything except breast milk. And then coming down, as I discussed about the benefits for the mother, one thing is weight loss, and next thing is very less chances of, decreased chances of breast and ovarian cancers, decreased chances of osteoporosis, and decreased chances of rheumatoid arthritis. So many diseases will be lessened once you breastfeed the baby, and that's a good contraceptive method also. If you fully breastfeed your baby, that's a contraceptive method, so you can delay your new pregnancy. So we suggest, even that is like in people who are very poor and all also, once they breastfeed exclusively, that acts as a contraceptive method, so that you can delay your next pregnancy. So that is the best thing. Avoiding all like you need not have to use any IUCDs, infrared devices or anything. You can just breastfeed your baby, and complete exclusive breastfeeding helps as a contraceptive method. And coming to including the entirely teenagers also face less chances of rheumatoid arthritis, SLE, who are breastfed. So as I said, there are so many advantages for breastfeeding for both mother and the baby. So I personally, from my side, request everyone to breastfeed. So as I said, it's not a choice, it's a responsibility. Take that responsibility, breastfeed your babies, because there are so many benefits for the breastfeeding, apart from, and it's cheaper also, so you can spend less money, spend that money for something other, for yourself, for good clothes for your baby and all. So that is the main thing. And the diet during the breastfeeding and all, lactation, antenatal, postnatal diet and all will be explained by our Dr. Shazia. So I would like Shazia to speak a few words on diet as well.
So hello everyone, I'm dietitian Shazia Tehseen, consultant dietitian at Ankura Hospitals, Hyderabad. So, well, I'm very thankful to Dr. Sinduri ma'am. She explained very well. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, everything. So, I would like to add a few points on diet for a lactating mother. So we all know how mother milk is different from formula milk and animal milk. So I'm gonna just discuss a few points on how mother milk is special for babies compared to formula milk and animal milk. So breast milk mostly contains optimal amount of protein, carbohydrates, fats, and which required for the baby's health. So in terms of protein, breast milk is the richest form, it's a very rich form of, breast milk contains a rich form of whey protein. So when it compares to formula milk, it has the more amount of casein protein, which may lead to indigestion problems and milk protein allergies. So it's not suitable for the baby's stomach. So in terms of carbohydrates, breast milk is rich source of lactose. When it compared to the formula milk, it has the more amount of sucrose, which can cause obesity to the child. So we mostly suggest mothers to just try to take a good diet, so you breastfeed as much as you can. So breast milk even has the maximum amount of maximum concentration of DHA, which is actually very good for babies, which has the PUFA in it, polyunsaturated fatty acid. It is very important for the growth and development of the retina and the brain functioning. So formula milk and animal milk doesn't have all this. DHA, it won't be having DHA in formula milk. So breast milk is a very richest source of DHA. So breast milk also has the digestible form of iron, which is very helpful for baby, for the hemoglobins and hemoglobin level, I can say, or a blood for the absorption, iron absorption is very good for the babies. So it also a rich source of essential amino acids, which is which is responsible for the functioning of brain and functioning of the baby's growth. So I'll be just suggesting you guys more things. So let us talk about why it is important, why it is important to take care of your diet, not only during pregnancy but also post pregnancy. It is very important. Most of the mothers just take a diet during pregnancy. They eat a lot of food during pregnancy, but they don't take they just ignore the food after the post pregnancy or post delivery. So this diet is not for weight loss, but to keep your breast milk and you healthy, which eventually contributes to your child health. So your baby your body goes through such a massive change. Your body is producing new life, that there are a lot of hormonal disbalance that happening to your body, and your body is becoming so extremely weak, and you have to take care of your newborn 24/7. You will be having a busy schedule, so you have to have that good enough strength in you to have to feed the baby. So it is very important that you get a right nutrition at that point. So moreover, the healthy diet is more important for mother, because what you eat is eventually going to go your child's through breast milk. So which creates a healthy baby for you. So focus on yourself and focus on your diet after the pregnancy, delivery, not only during the pregnancy. It's very important for you to take care of yourself. A lot of mother comes to me and just ask me about, just please give me a diet, just how do I lose weight post pregnancy. But I would like to be clear enough here. It's very clear, I'm telling you guys, just don't think for the first 6 months to post pregnancy of the losing weight. Just for the first 6 months post delivery, you should not be thinking of your weight loss or any diet or anything like that. Just avoid those stuffs. Okay, eat healthy. In fact, I don't know how many people knows this, but breastfeeding is best way to lose weight. It's a very best way to lose weight naturally post delivery. So more you breastfeed, the more your calories will burn, and actually burns, and eventually that will leads to the weight loss. So when we think we should not eat this or that, we should be thinking of the more diet conscious after the post pregnancy. Don't do that. It's very wrong actually. You should be eating a lot. You should be eating so much, you should be having 500 more kilocalories, 500 more calories more than what you generally eat, especially when you feed, when you are breastfeeding. Especially you need extra calories in your diet. So that's why having a healthy diet is more important rather than having a weight loss diet. So I will be if you're hearing me, just note down few points that will be helping you during the breastfeeding, or if you're gonna be a mother soon, that will be very helpful for you. So note down few points. If you have a book with you, or just note it down or remember those things. So the first thing, have a small and frequent meal. You should be eating something or the other in every 2 hours. You should be having a good enough diet in every 2 hours. Take a small portion meals, you can have anything. There should be 3 large meals. Obviously we normally takes that, but after the post pregnancy, you should be having a good how can I say, you should be taking smaller portions and with a right amount of nutrition and right amount of balanced diet you have to take. So having generally few mommies faces the gap that gets created between meals. Because of that, a lot of gas and acidity happens, and acidity that gets formed. So there will be issues of gastritis, and there will be issues of acidity. So this is because of your taking more gaps in your diet. So please focus on your diet and have something or the other in between every 2 hours. Like every 2 hours you should be having something like fruits or dry fruits. I'll be listing out few things and you can just note down those things. So you need to have like at least 8 to 10 glasses of water. You need to have at least 2 to 3 liters minimum water in your diet, because the more 70% of your breast milk consists of water. Like if you take a more amount of water, that milk the more amount of milk you can produce. So you need to have a good amount of milk in your diet. That like it can be any kind of milk, buffalo milk, cow milk, anything. Then don't go for any supplement feedings. That won't help you much. So if it is required, you can have it, but if it won't require, just avoid taking any supplement feed milk or anything. Just go for the normal natural skim milk or normal milk. It should be around 200 to 400 ml of milk, and you can even have a milk products like cheese and paneer, curd, buttermilk. They will help you for more. Okay, and try to take overnight soaked almonds, walnuts, the dates, dry fruits. This is it's like you need to take more amount of dry fruits. That will help you for the milk production as well. It is a very good source of protein as well. So I suggest you to take even gon laddus, til laddus, and dry fruit laddus. It's a very like it's our grandmother's recipe, obviously. So just try to take all those stuffs. Find out what all dry fruits you can take. Just go through some of the Google informations, but don't go everything. Just don't go Google it everything. You can have a good amount of any dry fruits in your diet. Actually, it has a very good amount of protein. So and it's a key ingredient for the breast milk. So it's a key ingredient for the protein in breast milk. So try to even take a good amount of green leafy vegetables. Try to like go take more amount of dals in your diet. So 2 to 3 fruits in a day is more than enough. And try to take vitamin C fruits like amla, guava, kiwi, orange, because this has a good amount of vitamin C in it, and which helps for the iron absorption in your body, and also improves your fiber content. So even you need to have a good fiber in your diet. Like most of the mommies complains to me, and like they come and complains me about the constipation they get. Mostly they'll be having a constipation during pregnancy and after the post pregnancy also. So that is because of lack of fiber in your diet and lack of water in your diet. Just try to take more amount of water in your diet. Try to take more amount of fiber in your diet, like have pulses in your diet. Try to take wheat products, so that will eventually it will help you for the even slow, like normal digestion. So if you're a non-vegetarian, even you can have a non-veg, any kind of chicken, fish, eggs in your diet. Just try to have all these things. This will help you more during pregnancy and during like lactation period. Just focus on your diet. I suggest you to be very like you should be feeling you should be having a special concentration on you, so you can easily even take care of your child. So I suggest you there are few even don'ts. You have to be careful while you are lactating and while you are pregnancy. If the mommies who just smokes or take alcohol or drinks alcohol, just try to avoid that. It's big no for you. So just try to avoid caffeine in your diet, and smoking is very dangerous for baby and for you as well. And alcohol is also, it's not acceptable during pregnancy and even lactation period, especially when you are breastfeeding. Just avoid that. It's very important you to just even take care of yourself, and just you can even have you cannot have a spicy foods in your diet. Just avoid all the spicy, oily outside stuff, because it won't help you much. So better you have a good diet in your day, and take lot of water. Even if you breastfeed now, it will naturally weight loss. You don't need to work out, you don't need to go for any kind of aerobics, any kind of workouts. If you like feed at least for 6 to 8 months or a year, you will eventually like see the complete like transformation in your body. You can directly see, like nobody can stop you losing weight if you feed as much as you can. Okay, so that's the thing. Just if you want your personalized diet plan, if you want any suggestions during pregnancy or post pregnancy, so I'll be here at Banjara Hills Ankura Hospitals. You can meet me personally and personalize your diet plan as well. Thank you so much.